Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Journey to the Worlds. We will be having another ramble fairly soon to answer some of those other questions that have come through. Thanks very much for sending those in. But for now, I'm out doing a little bit of distance, enjoying the birdsong and the sunny March weather. And I thought it was time to address the elephant in the room, which is that journeys sometimes take unexpected turns, and this journey to the worlds is no exception. I had originally called this series Journey to the Worlds because it was documenting not only the process of me being trained and hopefully becoming a commentator at the ICF Freestyle World Championship, but also documenting my own journey to train for GB selections and see how I did. Obviously, that avenue would not be a guaranteed route to the Worlds. To suggest that I'm an athlete of that calibre yet, or that I ever would be wrong, and I wouldn't want to carry on with this series in good conscience without addressing that. But that's the level that I'm aspiring to. However, we now find ourselves in a position where the Freestyle World Championships may well not be happening in Nottingham this year, if at all. The GB team has already been selected through different avenues, and so that route is no longer open to me this year. Which leaves the question, what do I do with this series? It's likely that there isn't going to be an event for me to commentate on, and even though there are other events in the future, the Hurley Classic, for example, that I've been invited to be a part of the commentary team for, that's not the Worlds. So I find myself in a bit of a strange pickle. As someone who is seeking to coach kayaking at a high level, to coach at as high a level in this sport as I can, I want to be someone who is attaining to a high level in this sport myself. And so that's why I set myself that challenge and that task of training for a national and potentially international event in a discipline that I'm less comfortable in. And I'm still aiming for that. Whenever the next GB selections are, I want to be training in anticipation and ready for that. It seems a strange thing to now not have a definitive date to be working towards, a deadline. But I suppose that's the way of it. As long as we have an understanding, you and I, my viewer, have an understanding that actually this is just an aspirational title rather than a statement of where I believe I ought to be, or an entitlement or whatever, then I think I'm okay with it, clickbaity as it may be. I've got some really exciting new videos coming up in the coming weeks, including a collaboration with my really good friend Joel, so look out for that one very soon. But for now, enjoy a little cut together of some footage that perhaps didn't make it into a tutorial video in the last few weeks, some of the things that I've been getting up to. Thanks for watching.
Plastic from a blue boat. Okay, here we go, here we go. Oh, man.